We all do it. So we in this thing. We are in this thing in all aspects. We're recording live. We're actually recording live. Turn you down a little bit. I'm gonna get a little loud. I'm gonna get a little loud. Yeah. So we here got the music already set up. Got Scout going, and got the YouTube live. And like I said, we are here on all major platforms. We're on Google Podcasts, Scout. I mean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Um, yeah, shout out for the listener who's listening. You know how we do. Uh, tell me who's watching right now. Tell me who's watching right now. It'll be nice. I would like to tell me who's watching right now. Cause I don't care if it's one listener, if it's two listeners, if it's a million listeners. If it's one listener, we get the show started. Cause that's how we do. So tell me who you are. Tell me where you calling from. Where you seeing from. It's okay. You can comment and type. Well, anywho, you know how we get the show started. If you've been idle to the show, and if you're new to the show, you know how this go. Let's go. And the topic of the show is don't let the past make you bitter. Let it make you better. Talk about it. I come, I come, and I hurry. That's what we need, people. We need good people out there in our life. Don't waste your time on people who, you know what I'm saying, who's taking away from you, is not building away from you. I'm gonna talk about it. Let's vibe. You gotta stay strong. For a song, we're gonna talk about the we go. You don't cut off Aaliyah. I wanna know you know. I care. This is what the show for. We care for you. No matter what. No matter what you did, who you are, who you think you was, or who you think you wanna be. We here. The real world J podcast show. I'm your host, Jason Morgan. Mark 2.5. He is our haters right now. He is with family and friends. So it's all good. We love him. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We give him a round of applause. He'll be back. He was just talking about y'all today. He was just talking about how much he love y'all and how much he appreciate y'all and how much, you know what I'm saying, like, y'all not, you know what I'm saying, y'all, like, we don't look at y'all like as fans, anything like that. That's some bullshit. Like, we're a family, like, we're a group, we're a community. We trying to help each other as, you know what I'm saying, as we grow, you know what I'm saying, as you grow, we grow, you know what I'm saying, and as we grow, you grow. Shout out to, uh, uh, shout out to, the TSKK, and shout out to, Mad Girl. Hey, Mad Girl. How you doing, Mad Girl, for joining the Real World J podcast show? You know what I'm saying? The topic of the show is I'm blessed, and I'm blessed too. You know, I'm blessed and thankful. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be blessed, you gotta be thankful too, cause you're thankful for the blessing that you have. So you know what I'm saying? So they go hand in hand. So don't forget the other, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, just like you use your right and your left hand, it's the same thing. You know, blessings and thankful. You know what I'm saying? Remember that. That's how when you thankful for a thing, that's how you able to maintain the thing that you have, and that's when you ask for something else, he'll give it to you because you know what I'm saying? Because you inter what he gave you. Always, you know what I'm saying? If you always ready, you know what I'm saying? If you always stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. And like I said, the topic of the show is you already clicked in, but the topic of the day is the people who don't know, the people who just joined in. It's like don't don't let don't let your past make you bitter. Let it make you better. You know what I mean? And that's facts though, because we can hold on, because we can hold on to things. We can hold on to things to block the thing, to block the real thing. You know, to block the real thing that's coming to us. So we sit there and manifest, and we think about, you know what I'm saying, and we stew on the distraction, and you know what I'm saying. And once we focus on absolutely, Maggers, absolutely everything is it in life is a lesson or a blessing. It's a believer is in manufacturing. Yeah, absolutely, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, because like we speak to it to existence, but we also can manifest. We also can think thoughts in our mind, and you know what I'm saying, that shit can come true because you make because that's how you thinking about it. Because once you start manifesting and start doing it out in your mind over and over again, it becomes your goal. It becomes your dreams. And what we do, we are, you know what I'm saying, what we do, try to make our dreams come true. And that ain't the dream that you need to come true. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying, it's like, stop focus on the goal and not the obstacles. And that bad breakup, or that, or, you know what I'm saying, or somebody cheating on you, or you know what the case may be, you know what I'm saying, maybe, you know what I'm saying, that was just the obstacle. You know what I'm saying? That was just the devil working. That was just the obstacle just in your way to make you be stuck on that. You know what I'm saying? And God, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of things waiting for you, but you stuck on one thing. You can't be stuck on one thing and try, you know what I'm saying? You can't move forward, you know what I'm saying? You can't move forward if you're always looking backwards. That's facts. You know, I tell people all the time, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, just because, like, you know what I'm saying? Just because somebody, like, even if somebody, like, forced, you know what I'm saying, forced the hurt on you or the pain on you, you know, but at the end of the day, you still got to go through it. You still got to handle it. even if it's forced on you. Even if the person who forced it on you not willing to help you, that cut you know what I'm saying, the person who cut you not willing to help you, you know what I'm saying, and not willing to you know what I'm saying, not willing to help you heal, then you know what I'm saying, it's all on you anyway. It's all on you anyway. Even if they standing right there, you still gotta heal. Even if you by yourself or the person that's there with you. Shout out to Mark 2.5 for joining the Real World J podcast show. We you know what I'm saying, we live on the radio. We live on 97 point no, I'm sorry, 96.7 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We are live on the radio right now. We are live on Scout right now. We are live on YouTube live right now. And that's how we're doing. Like, because like you can't like the past can make you bitter because like, for example, it's like if you got out of a bad relationship, but you said you healed, but you going to a new relationship with a bad attitude. That's like I'm breaking down to you. That's like going to a brand new job with a funky ass attitude, and you still mad about your job that you got fired for 2 years ago, and you still bring this thing, you bring the energy to a brand new situation. That's the same thing as baggage and being bitter. How you gonna bring another situation into a new situation and expect another person to manage that? I think that is rude as hell. You are rude. And then on top of that, he gotta accept you for you. And if you got kids, he gotta accept them for them for them. And then he gotta accept the baggage that you created with someone else. And you bring that with you? Rude. Rude. That's a unit. That's a unisex shot. Man and women. Don't do that shit. That's rude. Y'all rude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because you sit there wondering why, you know what I'm saying? You sit there wondering why the futures keep fucking up because you keep on holding on to the past. Talk to him, Jay. You can't tell me that don't make sense. You can't tell me that don't make sense. So you gonna hold on. So your future be so bright because you holding on to it. So you hold on to the past, but the past is dark. You keep, like I said, you can't move forward and you always looking backwards. Your ass gonna trip over something. That's literally walking through life like this. Wall right there, rock right there, car right there, stop sign right there. Because if you have a plan, like I told you before, don't focus on the obstacle. Focus on the plan. The obstacle is gonna be there when you put out positive energy. Because when you do good, good will follow you. But negative energy always comes through. I always try to negative energy, positive energy attract negative energy. But that's the obstacle. You gotta wave through that because you gotta focus on the plan. Because you gotta focus on your plan that you created and you gotta execute it. And the part of the execution is going through the obstacles, maneuvering for them, jump over them, crush them. Fuck the rainy days. The rainy days gonna be there because you know what? Cause when it rains and the sun shall come out and there's a rainbow and it does it again. That's called life. If you live long enough, you know what it is. You can't get tired of life if you live in life. If you put yourself in it, because you know what I'm saying. I try to be some failure every time, and I'm gonna say if you fail, try again. Cause like I tell you, it's by
what? How many billion people in the world? And you tell me now you tell me it's so many billion men in the world, and you tell me or so many billion women in the world, and you tell me that nobody is gonna go nobody in this world is gonna gonna you know what I'm saying, gonna understand you, be there for you, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They and understand you and you know what I'm saying? And know your self worth. Shout out to XOXO Shay. I'm bad with the name, but I'm good with the flow. I appreciate you for joining the Real World J podcast show. We were talking about you tapped in. We were talking about on Scout. We talking about don't let don't let life make you bitter. Let it make you better. Because like because and I'm gonna go with the better part. I'll make you understand why I'm explaining why I say that. Because you gotta understand when you even if you hurt or you go through something, if you learn something, that's part of healing. If you learn from it, that's part of healing. And that's part of growth. And that's making yourself better. Because you know why? You won't go through it again. You'll see the signs. That's learning. That's seeing things from afar so you can see things clear. Receive that. Receive what you learn. Receive what you learn from a broken heart. Break that, you know what I'm saying? Get into that part. Get into the learning part. And then make that other shit go away. Because you be interested what you not gonna do and what you not gonna tolerate and what you not gonna handle. And you be able to see things for what it is and what it's not for what it is. And if you confused and if you don't know, like, you know what I mean, like if you don't be like, man, like what really qualifications, like what really should be on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like I give you a couple. Hey, I'm not in order or anything like that. I'm just putting in order so I won't get lost. You know? And I'm gonna say number one. Number one. Number one. Y'all be having these conversations on the phone and shit, and y'all be texting and y'all be sending pictures and shit and all that kind of shit. But you know what? You know what the one question you don't send. You know what the one picture you don't send. You know what the one conversation or the one question that you don't ask these people. And I mean the people you talking to, and this go both ways. Shout out to Cali Weed for joining the Real World J show. I'm talking about qualification. If you don't know the like if you want something to put on your board of like good qualification of man, like I said, y'all doing all this chatting, all the hee and ha. Ladies, once you ask, ladies and man, once you ask, like I'm ladies and man, this is a unisex. This is a unisex thing, but I'm just gonna put it like ladies because I'm just flowing with it. Ladies, once you ask these man, like you ask him, he talking to you and he and stuff. Once you ask them, you ask them all the other questions. Once you ask them, how your portfolio looking? If he don't know what a portfolio look like, or don't know what it is, or he laugh about it, or he like, no, I don't fuck with that shit. Oh, so you don't fuck with your future? Y'all got nothing else to talk about. A man without a plan is a dangerous man. It's a reckless man. You know why? Where he going? He don't got nowhere to go. He didn't plan nothing out. If that didn't make sense, what the fuck? God. Right. A man without a vision will always result to his past. It's comfortable there. Does he know the road? He know how to get there. That's just real. I just say what I say. You know what I'm saying? I tell it how it is, not how it might be. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the heart.
you know, because I'm just here to help. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to help you know what I'm saying, the bitch's cycle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The vicious. I'm just trying to help destroy the vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a daughter growing up in this world. You know what I'm saying? We got kids growing in this world. You know, we got kids growing in the world. You know what I'm saying? That you want them to go through the same shit that, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? That we've been through or we went through. You know, are we going through? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? If they know better, they'll do better. You know what I'm saying? You can't do things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. You know what I'm saying? That's the definition of insanity. So you can't be picking these same type of duper man, these same type of man every single time and expecting a different result. Like if you know what I'm saying, like if you got two dudes, you know what I'm saying, if you got, you know what I'm saying, if you got two dudes, you know what I'm saying, like if two of your dudes got out of jail, you know what I'm saying, got out of, you know what I'm saying, you picking them from jail, you know what I'm saying, and the first one went bad, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure the second one gonna go the same way too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving like a dumb example, but I'm making a point though. It's like, and then I give you and I give you another, like I give you another sign that you can put on your board. You can put on your board like do not date, like for real. So real talk, I'm gonna tell you straight the fuck up, for real. The worst type of motherfucker that you can date, and this go both ways, unisex. But I'm heading home, man. Date. Why would the fuck would you date a deadbeat father? How's that? How's that okay? How's that okay with you, especially if you got kids? And even you don't, even if you don't, even if you grew up without an asthma father, you know what that is. And that's who you fucking. And that's who you had around. That's who you breeding with you. But you resented a person like that your whole life. Walking contradiction. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it's like, why would you want to be with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that is known to abandon people? He abandoned children. You with somebody that abandoned children. Wonder why y'all shit not working. Cause he the worst type of guy. You know what I'm saying? You can't be with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You can't be with somebody that God absolutely not gonna bless. Mm. I ain't said, he said it. If you know what I know, you believe in what I believe in, then I said what I said. And you know what I know. And you know what you know. He will absolutely not bless the man who don't take care of his children. And if you with a guy like that, and if you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and y'all going through it, that's the reason. You with a parked car. Yeah, yeah. And ladies and people, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to somebody's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like pay attention to somebody's lifestyle. Like you know what I'm saying? Pay attention, like for real though. Like for real, it's 2021. I get it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I know shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you want to put your list, like if you want to put your list, like you know, if he don't got no car or he don't got nowhere to stay, or he don't got nowhere to stay, you put that on there. That's a real thing. Because if you got, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got a whole house and he don't got nowhere to stay, why would you want to be with somebody who don't got nowhere to stay, but you got a whole house? Don't even make sense. Don't even match. Like he ain't even on your level. It's okay to help somebody, but you shouldn't have to go all the way. You shouldn't have to go so far. So you shouldn't have to go so far so down. I view somebody. That's been anything. Anybody. You know, like hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even be like, cause like, if, like, cause like, it, like, cause I'm the type of person. If I didn't have a car, I would be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I would, you know what I'm saying? It's stupid. It's stupid. I'm saying, but like, if I didn't have a car, I would be somebody who didn't have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like if I had a car, I would be with somebody who would have a car. Like, I mean, like I wouldn't be with nobody who didn't have a car. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even like that's not even like that's a bare essential. That's like that's a tool of life. And you telling me that you gonna be more too fast? Where y'all going? Like where y'all going? Where y'all going? You know the shit. You know the shit that burned the fuck out of me. And when I see a couple on the bus stop together, you know, man, you don't gotta be that ride or die, man. You know why? Cause you always die. Nothing but like nothing but walks in the park. That's how you getting. That's how you getting. That's how you getting and walks in the park. It's like, and don't make it seem like, oh yeah, Uber is cool, and he always give you Ubers and stuff like that. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Because if he really needed to come get you, he need to come get you. Ain't got time for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If he can't call, you know what I'm saying? If you can't call him, and he ain't, he already don't got his clothes on ready. Shit, shit. I mean, he ain't never gonna be ready. Y'all was gonna, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be waiting on him. And I tell ladies out here, ladies, man, like I tell ladies, more women know their self worth, man, and the world would be a better place. The world would be a better place. The more women knew their self worth. You know what I'm saying? And I know that nobody on here on this live or listening on the radio or anything are going through this. I hope you're not going through this, or I know you're not going through this because I know we got strong motherfucking women on here, or strong motherfucking people on here. You know what I mean? But don't ever go to physical abuse, and don't ever let nobody put their hands on you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you somebody daughter, you somebody, you somebody's sister, you somebody niece, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that like don't let that shit slide. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that shit slide. Don't let that shit go. Don't ever let nobody put their hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be in a situation like that that you get away. But you know what I'm saying? You get away fast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You duck, you die, you stab them, you cut, whatever. Fuck. Don't let nobody put your hands on you if you don't want them to. You know what I'm saying? That's godlike. You know what I'm saying? It's like when somebody, you know what I'm saying, when somebody feel like they can just put their hands on you, they feel like they can do whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And when somebody does that to somebody, that's a god. You know what I'm saying? That's a god. Like you know what I'm saying? That's a god mentality. To think that God in your life. Don't let nobody. Don't ever let nobody feel. You know what I'm saying? Don't let someone be. Don't idolize somebody. You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody be God in your life. If somebody, you know what I'm saying? If somebody can fuck, you know what I'm saying? If somebody can fuck up your day. If somebody in if somebody in your phone can fuck up your day just with a text, you need to get them motherfuckers out your motherfucking phone. That's too much power. Too much motherfucking power. If somebody in your life make you move different, you know what I'm saying? You're a different person. You're a different person. You're a different person around them. You're a different person around them. And then you know what I'm saying, you're a different runner, but you're different around other people. But you change, you move different, and you change different when you with them, and people notice that. You know what I'm saying, and they notice that the person that you with make you, you know what I'm saying, make you act different. and they see it, that's too much power. If somebody can change the way that you move and you ain't hurting nobody, but they just want it, they just doing it because they God. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they God, so they feel like they can say whatever, whatever, and you do whatever because you are, because you're not telling them no. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why stop there? You know what I'm saying? And nobody, you know what I'm saying? Why would you stop applying pressure and nobody to say that it's not too heavy? Woo! You know what I'm saying? Like just laying down for just laying every now, just laying down for everything doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't make you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make you the bigger person. It makes you the rug. Mm. You know what I mean? It makes you the rug. It makes you the doormat. Stand idle. Stand. You know what I'm saying? How you stand? Why would you stand? Why would you stand idle? And why would you stand idle in an important part of your life? An important part of your life, and if your relationship is a part, if your relationship should be part of the most important thing in your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a relationship and you stand idle in your relationship, don't blind. You can't get mad with the shit to go on because you stayed idle because you didn't communicate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people do. You know what I'm saying? It is a saying. Some people do seek out certain type of people they want so they can be in a certain situation. So basically, they seek out people that that you know what I'm saying that got qualities that they need for their life to make their life better. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. Shout out to Toxic Perma Permanadian for joining the Real World J podcast show. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Jason Morgan. What's going on? What's up? No. You know, we always like, I'm good. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I didn't know what you was doing.
Huh?
I didn't know what you was doing.
Oh.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
let you go back in.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. That was my wife right there. But yeah. But yeah, yeah, shout out to you for joining the Real World J podcast show. Um, yeah, for tuning in on this Friday night. I really appreciate y'all, man. This is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think I was gonna get one. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just show so much love all the time. I really appreciate y'all. And like I was saying, like for people who don't know, that people don't know, like we on season. Me and Mark, we on season 6 of the show. We've been doing it for 2 years, and um, uh you know what I'm saying, like we do this, like our target is you know what I'm saying, self-improvement, mental health, and that's our target, and that's what we do, and because I and we try to build on self-worth, you know what I'm saying, because I you know what I'm saying, because like like ladies and men, like this is just that goes out to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let somebody chip away from your equilibrium and tear down your self-worth. You know what I mean? That's you. That's you. That's you. Don't let that make you bitter. You know what I'm saying? Whatever pieces that they took, it's okay. You got tools. You have a mind. You had Trevor. You had Trevor. You had treasures in your vault, and now you have time to unlock it. You don't know what's in that motherfucker. You gotta make. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you okay. Like, and even that may be the biggest thing that you're doing in your life is to separate yourself from someone. So like I use this analogy, and somebody on the show one day said it was a bad analogy, but fuck it, this is my analogy, and I do what I do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My analogy is like sometimes you have to be. the villain in someone's life to be the hero in yours. You know, because if that person is like if you suffering and if you in pain and if you going through it, just being with a person, you know, what I'm saying just being with a person, then that's not good for you. That's not like how's that like how's you like what is that? Like you doing nothing for yourself, but like you just in pain just to make somebody feel okay or make somebody feel you know what I'm saying whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And it's like no. And then so when I say you have to be the villain of someone's life because that person's gonna be mad, that person's gonna be hurt because they feel like that you let them go, you kicked them while they down, or the case may be, or you just left them, you gave up on them. But it's like you have to be the villain, and sometimes people gotta hurt so you can, you know, what I'm saying, so you can win, so you can be free. If you're hurting and suffering, you know what I'm saying, you miserable with somebody, and if you just can't take it, then you need to let it go. You can't be miserable. You know what I'm saying? You can't be miserable. And the person who make you miserable happy. It's not a relationship. It's a dictatorship. You know what I mean? And that's just real talk. I got everything. Yeah, man. We did a bad. I mean, I got something. I got something stupid to tell y'all. Man, okay. So yesterday I did a podcast with Mark 2.5. Yesterday we did a live podcast, and so I had everything going. I had all the mics going and everything, but the one mic I didn't have on was for the radio. So the episode uploaded to all the major streaming services. It was a blank episode because I muted. I forgot to unmute the mic. So excuse that episode. Shout out to Tink for joining the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Jason Morgan. We're host Mark 2.5. You know what I'm saying? He not here right now. He visiting family, but you know he on the stream though. He watching. He may got on or got off. I don't know. You know how he do. I don't know how he do, but I hope he's still listening to the show. Um, you know, the host with the most, best guy, one of the best guys I know, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though, you know what I'm saying? Everybody go through that shit, you know what I'm saying? And everybody go through whatever they're going to go through, you know what I'm saying? But that's a dude that I always been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always been there for me. I always been there for me, even through my tougher times, you know what I'm saying? Even now, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, people go through that shit, you know what I'm saying? But he the type of person that he'd be like, hey, I'm going to come over to the eyes on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, real solid dude that you can, you know what I'm saying, that you can talk to and it's just not one sided. You know what I'm saying? Is you know what I'm saying, like it comes from the heart though, so you know it's genuine. So you know it makes sense though, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense if you talking to him or you know what I'm saying, or you listen to him, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have good people in your life. You gotta have you know what I'm saying, you gotta have you know what I'm saying, you gotta have not cheerleaders, you can't have cheerleaders in your life. You gotta have real people in your life. That's how you're gonna make it. That's how you're gonna survive. That's how you know, cause they're gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Cause the people who, you know what I'm saying? Cause the people who love you, the people who gonna help you. Because if you win, they win. You know what I'm saying? Everybody win. You know what I'm saying? It's a victory for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's not for you is only for them, and you just there for the ride. You know, I remember that. You know. Don't let, you know what I'm saying? Don't let, you know what I'm saying? Don't let a bum ass person, don't let a bum ass girl, don't let a bum ass dude, you know what I'm saying? Like hold you back of what, you trying to do, what you trying to go forward with. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier in the show, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier in the show, like whatever's meant for you, you can't fuck up what's meant for you. So it's gonna happen. You just can't get in the way of it. And if you stuck in the past, if you stuck in the past, they're making you bitter. How can you receive what's coming to you? Because you looking this way and something coming this way. How that makes sense? See what you see what we do to ourselves. We gotta change that. We gotta stop that. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's how we grow. And then so like I said, and if all the people who watching and listening, we stream on all major platforms of like I said, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, uh, Spotify, um, YouTube, Speaker, Dissler, Podcaster, Alexa, Amazon. Yeah, if you type Alexa, Real World J podcast show, it'll pop up. We on season 6, um, episode 16. Uh, you can stream us on all major platforms. Just type in the Real World J podcast show, and also shout out to T-Mobile for being a proud sponsor of the Real World J show, just by being just by signing up signing up by being a new customer, then you can get 20% off on your first and second month bill just by mentioning the Real World J podcast show. You new customer, if you hit AT&T, if you trying to try to get T-Mobile, you get 20% off on your first second month bill just by mentioning the Real World J podcast show. That's how you get thanked, and that's how you do it. It pays to listen to the Real World J show. Man, you know what you get, man. You get dimes, you get knowledge, you get, you know. And also, I want to give yeah. I didn't forget, I didn't forget about my top. I didn't forget about my qualifications. I was on number three, IDs, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck now, just getting the ID. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What about a passport? You know? Shit, you say you want to go. You say you want to go. You say you want to go everywhere. Let him take you everywhere. If he can't take you everywhere, then he ain't in the way. He not building with you. You know what I'm saying? He taking away from you. Damn, what song was that? I had that shit in my mind. I just let that shit go. Huh? How I do that? I don't know how I did that. I had a song in my head, and I just let that shit go. I don't know how I did that. That was stupid. I don't even know what I was gonna do. But yeah, pretty much. I love it. We love it. This the Real World J show. Man, so yeah, and then like no, they don't got no idea where y'all going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he just in the way. He can't even get no apartment. Hey, hey, shout out to Natalie Garcia Exa. I'm sorry, I'm bad with the names, but I'm good with the flow. Hey, how you doing for joining the Real World J podcast show? I got caught up in it. How you doing? We talking about, you know what we talking about? Don't life, don't make life make you bitter. Let it make you better. Don't hold on to the bads. You know what I mean? Because like I was telling people, you can't move forward if you always looking backwards. Yeah, it's gonna trip over something. You know, you can't receive what's coming to you if you know what I'm saying, if you're looking the other way. It's like catching a football, you're gonna catch a football and you're gonna look the other way. How you know how you know to receive it when, you know what I'm saying? At the right point, at the right time. And that's how we hold ourselves back. Sometimes we get our own way from ourselves. We get our own way. We get in our own way of ourselves and of the blessings, universe, other people. Because I believe in seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like fall and summer don't mix. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how the world works. I know that we've been living here long enough. And sometimes what was going on in the fall, you know what I'm saying, don't mean necessarily that you need to bring it in the summertime. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we take moments. Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes people's situations are like this. Sometimes that we take moments and we try to make them a lifetime, and then they turn to nightmares. Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes a thing it is. Sometimes a thing is what it is, but we try to make it more than what it is, and then you realize and then it take you long. It take you a long time to, you know what I'm saying? Cause you forcing something that is not meant to be. It's like forcing a round circle in a square hole. It's not gonna mix. Cause at the end of the day, you know, and this go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is unisex flow right here. It's like, man, you can't force yourself. You can't force yourself in a person plan if you're not part of their plan. You just become part of the problem, part of the struggle. You want to break it down? It's like, ladies, you can't force yourself in a man's plan if you know what I'm saying. If you're not part of his plan. And man, you can't force yourself in a plan like in a lady's plan if it's not part of if she's not part of your plan. Because if they're part of your plan, they'll let you know what's going on, and they just let you know that you just need to be ready. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask the simple questions. What we doing? Where we going? You already know where we're going. You feel it. You see it. You just gotta be about it. You know. You know what I'm saying? I know people play wicked games, and that's just how I go. But just be better than that, stronger than that, and hold on to that. And that's how we're gonna ride out to that. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. Y'all need love. We 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 need love right now. Make don't let don't make your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave your life bitter, man. Make your life better. That's what we need right here. Love yourself. Because if you don't know who you are, how can you expect your dreams to come true? And how, if you don't know love, how you expect somebody to love you if you don't know how to love yourself? Because it's just some things that y'all won't have to talk about. Because it's already gonna be presented. Cause when you open your mouth, when you walk through the door, when you say hi, about certain things you say, how you move, how you talk, how you walk. Let's go. Don't love yourself. Stop blaming. Stop blaming yourself for the things you did. You know, you was there. Learn from it. Make sure you don't make the same mistake that you did. That's growth. That's healing. seeing things from afar, so you can see things clear. Don't have tunnel vision, not in your life, and especially not the people around you. Come on. Man, don't they go astray. Man, you understand though. It hurts, but love heals us. You know the umbrella when it rains? That's that love. You gotta walk through it. That's that love. That love is the umbrella. It's through that storm that you're going through. But you gotta pull that out of you. You gotta pull that out of you. Everything is bang. Woo! Love. Come on. Real, real. The Real J podcast show. Streamers. All platforms. All platforms on all major platforms. Let's go. I love y'all. One.